Hello there. The extreme heat that we've seen in Europe for the last week or so is starting to ease, but that is allowing some sharp thundery downpours to develop, and you can see across parts of the Balearics, also through the Alps on the satellite picture, and into Eastern Europe. That's where the sharpest of the showers have been, with some pretty squally, gusty winds as well, and that's going to be the story as we move into Monday too. So across parts of Portugal, Spain, through the Pyrenees, also into the Alps. Now, the southeast Mediterranean is fine, settled and sunny. It's glorious across Turkey, across Greece, stretching up into Croatia and into central and southern Italy. A few sharp showers, some of those quite widespread across the Pyrenees and up into northern Spain and Portugal. France is fine, but some really intense thundery downpours again likely across the Alps. And we'll pick up some showers through Scandinavia, generally into Eastern Europe. So that's going to be the story. The trend doesn't change that much actually into Tuesday. As you can see, a good fine slice of sunshine through the Mediterranean, the dividing line between that extreme heat sparking off those thundery downpours. So let's take a look at the city forecast there. Much of Western Europe will see a good deal of dry, settled weather. A few showers likely on Thursday and Friday into London. Eastern Europe keeps some sharp showers going, particularly into parts of Moscow, but Athens, blue sky and sunshine all the way. Hello then. The story in recent days has all been about Alaska, where we've seen some record-breaking heat. Still, that heat is set to continue, although perhaps not quite as extreme, and there are signs that it will abate a little through the middle part of the week ahead. Let's take a look at what's happening generally through North America. You can see high pressure centred across the Great Lakes. We're dragging up some moisture across that east coast, and that's sparking off some pretty intense thundery downpours as well. Some moving out of the Rockies, affecting central plains as well. And then at the same time across that west coast, we've got some sharper showers to look out for. So let's look at that in a little more detail. As you can see, Anchorage still going to be pretty hot, dry and sunny, with those temperatures into the mid-80s once again. Scattering of showers down through British Columbia, stretching down into Oregon. It's fine and settled. The same too for California as well. So we will start to see those temperatures in Anchorage easing just a touch as we go through the middle part of the week, perhaps down into the mid-20s. Elsewhere, it's a dry, settled story too. Plenty of frequent showers really down from Washington, further south into Atlanta, Georgia, down into the Carolinas. We'll also pick up some intense thundery downpours across Florida as well through the middle part of Sunday afternoon. And it's pretty warm with it. We'll likely see those temperatures in terms of Fahrenheit as high as the 90s, and not really changing much into next week. Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect with the weather forecast then for South America. Nothing particularly unusual. It has been slightly cooler than it should be into northern Argentina, and that trend is set to continue. And we've got a series of weak weather fronts into the southern tip of Chile, which are producing some showery outbreaks of rain, but again, not amounting to too much. Now, further north of that, we've got some rain, and that's going to be affecting parts of Colombia. Also into Venezuela, we'll see some heavier showers. And if we take a look a little bit further east of that, some showers into northern and eastern areas of Brazil. Fine and settled though down through Rio de Janeiro, down into parts of Paraguay, Uruguay, northern Argentina. A good deal of sunshine. Temperatures a little disappointing in Buenos Aires. Could be some rain a little later on in the week here. And there's those weak weather fronts down to the southern tip of Chile. So our city forecast shows a good slice of sunshine into Rio, with temperatures up into the high 20s by the end of this week. Some rain arriving into Buenos Aires from Friday onwards. A few isolated showers into Mexico, but we could see more extensive rain later in the week. We'll see some heavier showers through the Yucatan Peninsula, down into Costa Rica and Panama. Some showers as well into parts of Cuba over the next few days. Elsewhere, it's largely fine and settled through the Caribbean. And our city forecast shows that. There's the showers in Havana. Kingston, Jamaica looks quite quiet. Mexico City seeing some rain by Thursday. Hello there. At this time of year, the weather in Africa is all about the seasonal rains through the equatorial region. That's exactly what's showing up on the satellite picture, as you can see quite clearly. Also, a little bit of cloud into the northwest of Africa has been affecting the Mediterranean as well. But the heaviest of the showers really across that Gulf of Guinea, stretching out across the Ivory Coast towards Sierra Leone. There will be some intense downpours over the next few days may well lead to some localised flooding as well. To the south, we've got a weather front just flirting with Cape Town. It might bring a little bit of rain, but nothing too significant. And in fact, that cloud eases away and sunshine is set to return through the middle part of the week. Johannesburg keeps blue sky, sunshine and temperatures at 23 degrees. The northwest, well, we will see a little bit of fair weather cloud into Casablanca, not amounting to too much. Risk of a sharp shower into Khartoum, but again, not very extensive. The Middle East this time last week was all about extreme heat with temperatures 50 degrees plus, but not quite as hot here as it has been. And there's a localised shamal, which could bring a little bit of lifted dust over the next few days. Also some poor visibility as well. You can see that with the wind arrows stretching all the way down through towards the United Arab Emirates. So that's the story as we go through the next few days. Our city forecast shows little in the way of cloud, lots of blue sky, sunshine, and again, heat. Hello there. Monsoon rains are likely to stay pretty active over the next few days with as much as 500 to 600 millimetres of rain, particularly across the state of Uttar Pradesh. And if we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see fairly extensive cloud up into the far northeast. Again, that's where the heaviest of the rain is likely to be across Myanmar, Bangladesh, northeastern states of India, up into Nepal as well. At the same time, we will keep that wetter weather across that west coast. Just the far northwest likely to stay predominantly dry. A few scattered showers into the southeast as well, but not amounting to too much. As for Central Asia, it's all about the dry, settled, sunny weather and the warmth at the moment. Astana 31 degrees and it's fine and settled across much of Kazakhstan. That extends all the way down into Afghanistan and Pakistan. The heat very much a feature still at this time of year. There's that wetter weather that we've already discussed. There will be a few showers into Sri Lanka, but the heaviest of the rain, as I say, really through Uttar Pradesh, out into the northeast. The vibrant colours, the greens, the yellows, really denoting where that heavy rainfall is likely to lie. So for many of the cities then, out to the east, it stays pretty unsettled throughout the week. Temperatures perhaps as high as 30 degrees. Further north and west, we've still got that dry, settled story with temperatures peaking in excess of 40 in some places. Hello there. It's a drier picture in Japan than we've seen in recent days. If we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see rain clouds moving away and this window of finer weather. In fact, the localised front has just slipped that little bit further south, and the heaviest of the rain is likely to be across central and southern areas of China. We could see as much as 400 to 500 millimetres of rainfall over the next few days. So yes, there'll be some showers through Japan on Monday, but not really amounting to too much. We'll see fine weather, Korean Peninsula into northern China. There's our heavy rain. Don't forget the yellows and the greens denoting the intensity of that rainfall. And then further south across Malaysia and Indonesia, we're picking up a few sharp showers, particularly across the northern half of the Philippines. So the city forecast for the next few days shows a fine, settled start to the week, but more rain arrives into Tokyo by the end of the working week. Across to Australia now, it's fine and quiet with high pressure in control. A few scattered showers down through that Queensland coastline, down into parts of New South Wales and Victoria, and across to New Zealand. It's a fine, quiet story. There is a fair amount of cloud in the forecast, but nevertheless, we're looking at temperatures around 10 to 14 degrees. It should be largely dry. So let's take a look at our city forecast for the next 5 days. Good deal of sunshine is quite possible. Temperatures in Sydney fairly uniform at 19 degrees.